Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I am preparing for the contractors to come in and do the slurry. So last year, and I think the year before actually, we just got caught with the slurry. We put it out and there was just no rain for, I'd say, weeks afterwards. So this year we've tried to be a bit smarter with it, and we're going to do it just before the forecasted rain now next week. But the only thing is we're going to do it on a Monday, and I work every Monday. So I just have to do a little bit of prep today so that on Monday morning I'll just come down before work and I'll take the slats off. Well, no, I'll get the cattle out first, then I'll take the slats off and I'll just put a gate over the open pit, and the contractors can come in and they'll agitate and they'll put the slurry out, and then I can just come home after work, put the slats back on and bring the cattle back in. So that's the plan, but because it's going to be so early on a Monday morning, I just want to have everything prepared in advance so that it just makes things very straightforward. So just going to show you what I got made up this year to make things a bit easier, and I'll explain why. Now, I got these made up, so basically the forks on the back of the tractor will fit into the holes there on the top. I'll sit them down into the slats, turn them, and the tractor will just reverse in and I'll be able to lift the slats that way. So I'm hoping they do the trick for me. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, why don't you have a manhole cover for the slats? It would make things a lot easier and safer, and yeah. We've been planning on doing that for 2 years and it still hasn't been done. So look, we know, but we will get it done. But for this year, I'm hoping those hooks will make things a lot easier. So it was always okay doing it until we did we have the roadway, and then we actually did an additional pathway for Dad just so he can come straight from the house down here rather than having to go on the road. And when they were doing that, they just kind of put the additional pencil and things in here right in front of the slats. And at the time we were thinking, yeah, that's grand, until last year I tried to reverse in to get under the slats to lift them up and pull them out. The ground is way higher than the slats, so I was out. It was about 15 minutes before the contractors were due to come. I was out with my shovel trying to get through the pencil to dig a track in for myself to reverse. It was an absolute nightmare. And then of course the contractors showed up and I didn't have them off, and that was only more pressure then, and having to wind down the forks to the very last, and then the slats were almost sliding off it. It was just, do you know what, it was dangerous more than anything. So my dad saw those hooks somewhere, so same guy who did everything else for me, the weight frame and the muck spreader, he made those up as well at the same time. So I'm hoping now it'll just be very handy. So what I've already done is I have lined up the tractor and the forks, and I've just marked out where I'm going to reverse in to lift them up. So you'll see it's in the middle of the slats there. So I just got the spray paint out. So all I'll do then is I'll put the hooks in, turn them the right way, and then hopefully lift them up, no bother. So my dad's just going to cut up a few 4-inch blocks or something there for me to put on, and we'll just stack them on the back 2 slats there, and that should all go to plan. So that's usually my job with the slurry, and that's my only job really. I get the slats off and I let the contractors at it. So that will be my job. You're not going to see a nice video now today of a big tractor and a tanker, because I'm going to have to go to work when they're here. I won't even be here to meet them. I'll be gone. So that will be my part. But I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. So this video won't involve a nice big tractor with a big tanker on the back of it, because I just won't be here when they arrive. So look, that they'll do their thing. I'll come home and I'll show you how I put back on the slats as well. I'm probably not going to film in the morning now because it's going to be about 6:30 and I'm not the best morning person, but I'll show you what I'm doing and I'll come back in the evening, and when I've more time and I'm not rushing for work, I'll be able to have a bit of a chat again. I'll get the slats on, put the kettle in, and we'll go up and have a look at it. It'll be done with the dribble bar anyway. I'll have the cattle up in their corner, so I'll have to go up to see them, so I'll have a look at it when I'm up there. But that's me pretty much prepped now today for it. It's all I can do. I have the tank off it and I have my lines marked out, so I can't do much more. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fertilizer. So I just got 2 bags of 18-6-12 just to put out on the grazing ground, the not so nice ground. So the slurry's going up and I'm going down. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to show you a little bit of that. Before I leave here actually to go to get the spreader, you'll notice behind me I've gotten the stake strainers, wire and a new gate and a bit of pipe there for the drain for below, for the big field that we're fencing. So hopefully they'll come and do that in the next couple of weeks, because we're going to be trying to get them out then after that. So that's another job on as well.
You might bring in one of the gizmos.
What gizmos?
The lifters.
Or now I'm just down here waiting on my dad. So as I said, it's only 2 bags, but that's almost €100 right there. 91.50 I think is what the 2 bags cost. But sure, that'll only take 10-15 minutes to spread that anyway. And yeah, hopefully, look, all I want is just to kick-start it, just to get things going. I don't need a load of grass down there yet. It's just we want something for them when they come out of here. So yeah, I'll try and get a clip or two of me spreading it if I can. Now that's the fertilizer spread there now, so all I did was about half a bag to the acre. So as I said, it's just a shake to get things moving, that's all. I don't expect to get massive amounts of lush green grass out of it, but it's just to wake things up and to get it going. We generally do that every year and it seems to work out fine. Just gets things moving. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here now, but basically the further in hook just got slightly stuck between the slat and the wall of the tank. Now I don't even know how it did it, because when it's in, it wasn't hitting the wall at all, but whatever way I put it in anyway, it was just slightly caught, which meant I couldn't just pull up the hook. So I just had to let down the forks a bit, just slightly nudge the slat up ever so slightly, so that I could just get in then and take the hook out. But it worked out fine anyway, but not sure how that actually happened, but you can see how much I had to lower the forks to just get under the slats. So that's how low they were last year when I was trying to lift the slats off. So you can imagine how easily the slats were slipping off the back of the forks then. So those hooks were a great job. Now that is the slurry done and the slats back on. So here we are. It's very windy here now, so sorry if that's coming through on the video, but my camera kind of failed me today as well. The wind blew it over and I didn't notice because I was busy concentrating, so I didn't get as much coverage as I wanted to, but I think you'll get the idea anyway and how they work. So much better than trying to get the forks under it. Worked really well. Obviously still I'm reversing into an open slurry pit, so like I know it's not the safest, but it definitely did make things easier and I wasn't as nervous, because as I said last year, you know, the slats were like slipping backwards off it and everything, so it is definitely way better. One slight issue we had taking them off was just that the lift on the 135 just isn't high enough. So when I was trying to stack, so I stacked one behind and then I was trying to put the other one on top of it, but it just wouldn't lift high enough. So it was fine though. I just put it in front of the silage bales and it was fine there. So that's that done. Oh, in here we had enough just to do a bit in here, which is great because we didn't think we would. I think 14 loads came out of it. It was full. One tank of water went into it. There's still probably about a foot left there. It was just too solid, so really we should just put some water in and he might come and agitate again and put it out later on in the year. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go up now and check the other plate. This one here was done with the splash plate, just because it was thicker by the time it got to the end. And I'm going to go up now and check on the young ones and check the dribble bar, how they got on up there with that. Now, so everyone is present and correct up here, happy out. So that's it. It's getting dark now and it has started to rain a little bit. So I am going to get out of here and go have my dinner. So that's it. That's the end of the video. So a bit of a mismatch there now, between doing the fertilizer one day and then prepping for the slurry today, but I hope you enjoyed anyway. Again, very windy, so I hope you can hear me, but thank you. If you liked it, give me a like, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe. Thank you.